and welcome to Save India's Coast, brought to you live from Goa. 10 years after a 240-meter-long merchant vessel, the River Princess, was shipwrecked on one of Goa's most pristine and popular beaches, work has finally begun on dismantling and clearing it up. After many long legal battles with the owners of the ship, who refused to take any responsibility for the cleanup process, Goa's government has finally engaged a shipbreaking company to salvage the River Princess. Meanwhile, Goa's coastline has paid the price for every year that's passed without any action being taken on the matter. A glaring eyesore on one of Goa's most beautiful beaches. A princess awaiting a prince to rescue her for a decade now. On a stormy night in June 2000, the River Princess ran aground on the Candolim beach in Goa. Over the past 10 years, as all the parties involved kept passing the buck, the River Princess formed some cracks in its frame. Huge holes were also dug into its side by the various salvaging companies that began and then abandoned the job of salvaging it. As water and sand seeped in, the River Princess has gotten further embedded into the ground, making its retrieval now even more difficult. The abandoned ship has proved to be an environmental disaster, changing the topography of the beach. Experts say the presence of this large, unnatural mass on the seabed blocks the natural flow of the sand and waves, causing much of the beach on the south of the corroding hulk to turn rocky.
This is one of our best beaches. And if we are going to allow one of our best beaches to go down like this, then forget about the other beaches which are not so well known and which are not so beautiful as this.
At least 75 meters of the beach has been lost to erosion. Now, 2 days ago, a shipbreaking company, Arihant, finally began the process of dismantling the River Princess. But it may be too little, too late.
Even after removing the wreck, the beach is not going to rebuild by itself. It's going to remain the way it is. You'll have to again do a whole lot of dredging and stuff like that to rebuild it.
In Goa, everything moves at a snail's pace. Susegard, or relax is what we reporters are constantly being told here in Goa. And this is especially true in the case of the abandoned River Princess. It's taken over a decade for the dismantling of this ship to begin, and how long it'll take for the process to be completed could be material for another story. In Goa, with Devdeep Kaur, Sarah Jacob, NDTV.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone. Fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.